God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Netcom Oaks Limited. Please a round of applause for yourself.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Holy Strength, for that wonderful one. So before we move in, we fail to, because of the apologies. Okay.
He has another rendition for us. Timmy Dakolo's The Great Nation. Please enjoy.
Well, we are going to work on it. We are changing their minds.
sound. A big round of applause for him once again, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Africa as a continent has witnessed tremendous growth, and one industry that has stood out is the real estate industry. The demand for housing is growing. Urbanization rates continue to rise. However, with this development, there are still loopholes, shortages, and unmet expectations. Now, how can we reshape Africa's real estate industry is what we are here to talk about in the next 2 days. This is an auspicious and august occasion of Unleashed for Takeover 2.0. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, captains of industries, chief executive officers, managing directors present here, it is with great delight and honor that I warmly welcome you to Unleashed for Takeover 2.0. Please give yourselves a resounding round of applause. Thank you very much. My name is Gloria Olufeko, and I am delighted, honored, blessed, and elated to be the co-compare of the event for the next 2 days. I will not be doing it alone. I have the amazing Will Mouth here with me. Hello.
Hi, Gloria.
How are you doing today? Okay, sound, please help us.
Thank you, Gloria. It's an amazing day, and for those of us who were here for 2022 Unleashed for Takeover, I think you agree with me when I say that we've all been waiting for a day like this because of the knowledge, the impartation, the speakers, and this year we're taking it over. In fact, last year there were people who went home smiling with thousands of dollars. There were people who were imparted with a lot of information, and now we're making it bigger and better. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're seated, you're welcome. This is the Federal Palace Hotel and Casino, Bamura Hall, and I would like to indulge you with the rules of the house. Please, while we're here, there will be no need for you to step outside because we have everything all encompassed right here in this environment. Our conveniences are at my far right, so when you're seated is your far left, male and female. Please make sure you use them whenever you need them. Please and please, for events like these, make sure you take care of your belongings. Yes, we won't be here to announce missing items. So whatever property you have with you, your phones, your bags, your eyelash, on a lighter note, please keep them very well with you anywhere you go. Thank you. And we have our beautiful ushers situated at several spots right here in this hall. Make sure you call their attention for all that you need. Once again, you're welcome to Unleashed for Takeover 2.0. Please, let's put our hands together. And of course, let's put our hands together for the convener, Citadel Views, and Victoria Crest. Please, a better hands of applause for that.
Thank you very much. Now, I noticed that quite a number of us are looking too cold. Are you still angry that we started late? No, we are sorry. We're sorry. Please do not be angry that we started late. I really want us to loosen up because it's going to be an amazing time here. For the next 2 days, you're going to relearn, you're going to learn, and you're going to unlearn. And I must confess that you all look so good today. You look so good. So let's do something real quickly, everybody. Please look to your left, look to your right, smile to your neighbor, and say you are welcome. I mean, pay somebody a compliment. Tell them, I love your hair. Your makeup is really looking good. Your tuxedos, you're looking dapper. I love your haircut. Oh, your shoes are pretty. Say something sweet to somebody. And as you're receiving a compliment, please Pay somebody else a compliment. Jump somebody a very heavy high five and say, you're welcome. Yes, yes. Please, let's loosen up, please, everybody. I don't want you to be angry at us. We're sorry, we're just starting. And we sincerely apologize. Welcome, everybody. We're super, super, super excited that you have made it here today. All right, please, during tea breaks and the lunch session, please do not move outside. You will be served on your seats. During the tea breaks and the lunch sessions, please do not move outside. You will be served on your seats. We'll also like to recognize everyone that flew into Lagos State or you flew into Nigeria. You do not reside here. You heard about Unleashed for Takeover 2.0 and you decided to come. Can you please wave your hand? Show of hand. Can we please celebrate these people? Come on. Let's make the applause louder. Wow, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us wherever it is you're here from. I was speaking to Dr. Ned earlier, and he let me know that people flew in from Canada, from America to be here today, and we're really, really, really excited that you have made it here today. Thank you so much. And all of our online audience, there are quite a number of people watching us online from all over the world, from all over the 7 continents in the world. We have people that have joined and are watching online. So we wave to you. Can we please wave to them, my audience? Wave to them. They can see you. Wave to them. Thank you so much. We celebrate you. Please do not go anywhere so that you do not miss out on any part of today's conversations. We're going to be having mind-intriguing conversations, brain-busting conversations on how we can reshape the real estate industry in Nigeria and move it forward. So please do not miss out. Let's do something. Tap your neighbor and tell your neighbor, do not miss out. Yes, don't go anywhere so that you do not miss out. For everybody joining online, we will try as much as possible to carry you along so that you feel like you are in the house, so that you can feel like you're here. So please do not go anywhere and do not miss out. Right about now, we'll be having the very first speech for today, the Chief Executive Officer's speech. And I will be reading a bio to everybody in a little bit. Ichechi Onkonkwo is an entrepreneur, a real estate expert, and the Group Deputy Managing Director, Netcom Oaks Limited, and the Chief Executive Officer of Victoria Crest Homes, which is a leading player in the real estate industry in Nigeria, providing affordable luxury home developments for over a decade. Now, prior to our current role, Ichechi worked for many years at Guarantee Trust Bank PLC, in the e-business and card services group, as well as the systems and control group, where she gained invaluable experience in all aspects of business formation, structure operations, management, and business sustainability. She has done several entrepreneurship and business management courses, including the Special Executive Women's Program in Global Business Strategy at the Metropolitan School of Business and Management in the UK, Women on Boards at E-Business School, Madrid, Spain, and currently pursuing an MBA. Unleashed for Takeover 2.0 with a resounding round of applause. Please make welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Victoria Crest Homes. Can we please celebrate her?
Please,
and the convener.
Please, let's put our hands together for
Please,
her.
let's put our hands together till she comes up. She's a convener for this event. And I think it's only proper that we clap for our convener. Come on. Thank you. Yes, that's the energy I'm looking for. Please keep clapping till she gets here. The law of attraction, what you celebrate, you attract. Come on, clap.
That's the CEO of Lagos, who is now taking over Africa.
Absolutely.
Please, let's put our hands together for
Thank
Mrs.
you, Mama.
Ichechi
You're welcome.
Okonkwo.
Media, good morning, esteemed government officials, our spiritual father, our special guests of honor, distinguished real estate experts, dearest colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the second edition of the Unleashed for Takeover Real Estate Conference, themed Reshaping Real Estate in Africa. As we gather here today, we recognize that Africa is a continent of boundless potential, and the real estate industry is at the heart of this. With a population that is projected to double in 2050, that brings about the spread of diverse opportunities with rapid urbanization, a growing middle class, the opportunities in the African real estate market are almost limitless. However, we acknowledge the daunting challenges that lie ahead. One of the biggest challenges facing the industry is infrastructure. The lack of adequate infrastructure, particularly in the rural areas, impedes the development and connection of properties, communities, cities, and this continues to hamper the development and increases urban-rural migration, putting a strain on already overpopulated cities like Lagos. As leaders and professionals in the industry, we must, for ourselves, actively collaborate with government and other stakeholders to foster an ecosystem that champions infrastructure development. Another significant challenge that plagues the industry is proper education and regulation. The industry's open playing field can be an advantage, but we need to ensure that people are educated with the technical know-how and advanced knowledge driven by excellence in order to achieve their vision and dreams with the best pros and ethical standards required. If you want to build a city, it is vital to hire professionals. Despite these challenges, I am confident that African real estate industry is on the verge of a transformational period. The growth of the middle class, rapid urbanization, and the increasing interest from international investors are all factors that point to a bright future for the industry. Speaking of challenges, opportunities and positioning, COVID-19 came and disrupted our lives in 2021, and the home became the first cure for COVID. Everyone go home was the first potent and most reliable vaccine available to all. In 2022, we experienced the Russia-Ukraine war that brought about a global economic recession and inflation, high cost of energy production, etc. With the downtimes from the national grid, we were left to produce our own energy. And as you may imagine, the cost of providing 24 hours power was and is still exorbitant. In a bid to continuously deliver great value to our stakeholders, as an organization, the Netcom Oaks Group, driven by innovation and sustainable developments, pioneered the launch of the first fully solar-powered community in Nigeria, Citadel Views Estate 1.0. Please go ahead and clap. It's no mean feat. Citadel Views Estate 1.0, the city powered by the sun. With over 170 units built and delivered to not only meet dream home goals, but also provide the comfort of 24 hours power, minimizing their expenses, especially on power and maintenance costs, and also reduce the effect of greenhouse gas emissions and and its impact on our climate and environment. The game changer of the future and the future of sustainable development was the introduction of solar energy as the main source of power for our communities. This city, powered by the sun, represents a shift towards future sustainable living with our footprints on it. And we expect that more property development companies in Africa incorporate sustainable practices into their projects. The Unleash for Takeover conference is an event curated to bring together real estate professionals, developers, investors, and thought leaders to discuss and explore the trends, opportunities, and challenges in the industry. Our goal is to unleash the potential of the real estate sector, foster creativity in the industry, empower stakeholders with knowledge on cutting-edge technologies, best practices, social responsibility, and sustainable real estate developments, offer insights, and facilitate meaningful connections, collaborations to help the industry professionals, peers, potential partners, and investors stay ahead of the curve and deliver value to their clients at all times. The maiden edition of the Unleash for Takeover 1.0 Real Estate Conference held successfully last year on the 30th of June and the 1st of July 2022 at the 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel, Victoria Island. A free event which had well over 300 real estate professionals in attendance, 6 breakout sessions, Q&A sessions, a group debate, and a whole lot of learning and connecting was a life-transforming experience. This year's conference, Unleash for Takeover 2.0, is a significant upgrade from last year's edition, with over 1,500 registered physical attendees, 22 speakers and panelists, hundreds of virtual participants, and active, interactive attendees. Today, media, help me. Maybe a normal mic, please. A free 2 days conference and exhibition, and a grand gala to recognize, celebrate, and award some of our industry pioneers who have done well ahead of us, and give them the honor due to them whilst they are still with us. Our vision is to create a dynamic and inclusive platform that empowers real estate professionals to connect, collaborate, and lead the industry towards a more sustainable and prosperous future. With its bold agenda, world-class speakers, and a vibrant networking opportunity, we are in for a roller coaster of information and change. Over the next 2 days, we will have the opportunity to exchange ideas, share experiences, and collaborate on ways to truly reshape the future of the real estate industry in Africa. I urge you all to take advantage of the knowledge and expertise that will be made available over the next 2 days. Finally, I would like to thank all our speakers, special guests, partners and collaborators for this conference, the sponsors, the volunteers, who their support we cannot underplay in making today a reality. I want to also specially thank the team, the U40 2.0, who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this day a reality. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And now, please oblige me with a round of applause and a standing ovation. With a round of applause and a standing ovation. Please oblige me with a round of applause and a standing ovation to specially thank our Chief Strategic Executioner, my boyfriend, my lover, the king under whose reign I blossom, my chairman, the founder, Group MD, Netcom Oaks, Dr. Kennedy Onyeka Okonkwo, whose exemplary leadership is a reflection of what you see today and would see in the next few days. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I look forward to a memorable and impactful event that will transform the real estate industry in Africa. Thank you all. I wish you a very productive and enjoyable conference. Thank you.
Hello.
Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, don't you think that welcome address deserves another round of applause? A much louder one this time. Come on.
You can see the boyfriend coming out already.
I think you should celebrate this living legends, this icon in the real estate industry. What you celebrate, you attract. Make the applause louder.
Please put your hands together for the CEO of Lagos for that wonderful welcome address.
Wow, that was amazing.
Awesome. you know, the part that got me was when she said that the home was the first vaccine for COVID, that everyone go home. So that no matter where you go, remember the road that leads you home. They had to sing a song for that.
Sing it.
I'm not a musician. Okay. Even our president he knows the importance of going home. That was for the past weeks, he's been saying it that he can't wait for May 29 so he can hand over and go home. And at the end of today, we'll go home and come back tomorrow. Is that not so? Oh, today is, like the CEO said, it's all about exchange of ideas, wonderful speakers we have. I think we should just...
Yes, let's recognize all our speakers.
Recognize our speakers.
Absolutely.
Just call their names, not introduce any of them yet.
Just call their names and you warmly welcome them with a resounding round of applause, please. Please join me to welcome Dr. Ken Onyeli Ipe.
He's one of the speakers.
One of our speakers. Please welcome Pastor Godman Alabi.
One of our speakers
Please let's celebrate Mr. Abimbola Olasore. Joining us tomorrow, please make welcome Fela Durotoye.
Fela Durotoye.
Dr. Ezekiel Adamu. Dr. Odabo Ejomudo. Please celebrate these people as I call their names. Tricia Olufemi Olumide. And all of our panelists that are also in the building. Can we please put our hands together to celebrate them?
We have several panelists.
Many
Mrs.
panelists.
Toke Benson, Special Advisor to Lagos State Governor on Housing.
Housing, absolutely.
Then we have Dr. Roland Igbinoba, is the President of Protect Nigeria.
Yes.
We have Tony Aspire Kolawole, is the President of Billionaires Rectors Group.
Yeah.
We have Dare Arigbede, CEO of Castle Mills Limited. We have Dixon Nsofo, CEO of Korape. We have Femi Johnson, MD Home Base. We have Ayo Olowokere, MD Imperial Homes Mortgage Bank. We have Alan Oyema, the CEO of LP's Airline. That's the airline that is always coming to rescue Nigeria anytime we are stranded abroad. He's always there to evacuate and bring them home. Well, also, we have Abimbola Oloshare, Director, Late Capital PLC, one of our panelists. We have Ajiboye Bukumi, Product Manager, Business Strategies and Process Designer. We have John Oamen, Co-Founder, Coach Trust Tech. We have Dr. Ibukun Adebayo, CEO of Rock Realty Limited.
Can we please put our hands together for all of our panelists?
These are
Thank
wonderful
you very
resource personnels that for the next 2 days are going to impart on us and will prepare us so that we can unleash and take over.
I forgot to mention one of our speakers. Please pardon me. Please, with a resounding round of applause again, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate with me Vusi Tembekwayo.
Yeah.
I thought she would make the applause louder. Come on. Thank you very, very much. Okay, we would also like to especially thank all of our partners and those that have made this possible. The CEO already thanked them, but we would like to do that again. All of our speakers, our panelists, our sponsors, the volunteers, our vendors. Thank you so much for coming through and making this already a success. Please, let's put our hands together to also celebrate Citadel Views Estates.
Citadel Views
Please
Estate.
also celebrate Victoria Crest Homes.
Oh, Gloria, I want to say something about Citadel View Estate. It is Citadel View Estate that is powering this event.
Absolutely.
Because they are the first real estate company to go fully solar powered homes. Please put your hands together. So,
I think that deserves celebration.
so anything that needs power, it is Citadel View that can give it to you.
Absolutely.
Yes, if you want to hand over power to the next, it's Citadel View.
All right.
You need power to overtake, it's Citadel View.
What are you saying? I don't get it.
Citadel View.
Power to overtake Citadel View.
No, to do anything, you need Citadel View.
Yes.
Please put your hands together for Citadel Views Estate, the first fully solar powered real estate in Africa,
Thank
in
you very
Nigeria, and in Lagos.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. All right, please, as the conference goes on today, tomorrow, and the day after, please ensure you take lots and loads of pictures. Please post on your social media pages. We need this hashtag to trend on Twitter. Hashtag unleashed for takeover. Let's Twitter algorithm notice that there are certain people in a certain room tweeting aggressively about this event. Are you going to do that for me? Do I have your support on that? So please take pictures, make videos, post on your social media pages, tag us, all right? Tag Netcom Oaks, tag Unleash for Takeover on Instagram. Please tag us on Twitter. Let the hashtag Unleash for Takeover trend all over social media.
See, I want to say something here. It is for your own good when you take pictures and use this hashtag, because this event is actually being followed with over thousands of persons across the world. They are streaming live. And when you use the hashtag, that is only where you can be part of the global community for this event. You know what I mean? As rectors, as agents, when you use that, when it goes online, your clients across the globe will see that this is what you're doing to make sure you provide quality services for them. So make sure you use Unleash for Takeover, Unleash for Takeover 2023.
Yeah.
Pictures, videos, go out there, tell the world about it. Those that are not here will be here tomorrow.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be moving a notch higher in our program for today, as we're going to be having our very next speaker. If you have the program pamphlet, just flip your pages to page is not numbered, but go to the page where it has meet our speakers, and then we'll be reading the bio of the very next speaker for today.
He is the global lead pastor of the Elevation Church, a non-denominational church founded in 2010 with branches in Lagos, London, Manchester, Ontario, and Houston. He holds a bachelor's degree in mining engineering, a master's degree in international law and diplomacy, and an MBA. He is also the founder of Pistis Foundation, a non-profit social intervention enterprise, and the Pistis Life and Leadership Institute, PLLI, a human capital development organization. He has authored several books and is known for his teaching, training, relationship coaching, and public speaking. Pastor Godman will be speaking on building excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Pastor Godman Alabi.
Akilabi is the lead pastor of the Elevation Church.
Man of God, we celebrate you.
It takes a man of excellence to teach you how to build excellence. Please, let's put our hands together for Pastor Godman Akilabi.
We celebrate you, Pastor.
celebrate
You're
you, sir.
welcome.
Thank you very much, our compeers. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's still morning, right? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say good morning to your neighbor. All right, now I know you can hear me. It's such a joy to be here, to be a part of Unleashed for Takeover 2.0. And I want to congratulate Dr. Kennedy Okonkwo and Mrs. Itechi Okonkwo for this powerful conference. One of the reasons why I'm happy to be here is that wherever leaders gather, I love to show up. Wherever leadership is being taught, I love to be a part of it. And whatever we're thinking about tomorrow, today, I love to be a part of it. Because if you miss out on discussions on the future, it means that you may lose your place in the future. And to anyone that wants to have a place in the future, must participate in the discussions on the future today. And I know this conference is about how we take over in the future. I want to especially honor all of our other special guests, all of our other speakers that are present. I want to celebrate them, especially at least one person that I can easily recognize, Mr. Olashuri. Please let's put our hands together for all of the speakers that are currently here. Oh, you're not clapping very well. All right. Unleashed for Takeover. And I'm speaking about building excellence. But before I get into my talk, can you help me ask your neighbor, what are you unleashing? You know, people unleash all kinds of things. Many years ago, Osama bin Laden unleashed terrorism on our world, and that never left us the same way. There are many things to unleash, but I know this conference is about unleashing our potentials to be able to have a place in the future globally. So I want to challenge everyone that is present here, everyone watching online, and everyone that will be a part of this, and everyone that will listen to this later, to understand that it takes humility to learn. It takes humility to learn. So as I appreciate everyone who has taken our time to be here this morning at this first session. You are in early. It shows that you are serious about your future. You are serious, about gaining knowledge so that you can have your place in the future. It's important that all of us recognize that what you learn is what determines what you earn. Yeah. Earning, is a letter short of learning. Just the hell in front of it. So what you learn is very important. The next 2 days, I wanted to open your mind to possibilities. Because at this conference, you're going to meet people. You're going to engage something that you didn't know before, or something that never occurred to you that way. So when you open your mind to it, what's going to happen is that you will leave this place with a level of possibility thinking that can open you up to, a fantastic and awesome future. And I'm sure that's what you're, looking forward to. So I'm just encouraging that you open your mind to possibilities, because knowledge will be coming your way from right, left, and center, and you need to be able to embrace new thinking for new possibilities. Building excellence, whether as a small organization or in your individual life, is an imperative for takeover. I will not be able to unleash my potentials to take over any area of life if I am not an excellent oriented person. what is happening in the life of our conveners and the fact that they can put this together is also because of excellence thinking. What is the opposite of excellence? It's mediocrity. In the last few weeks, for instance, when we come into the industry that we're discussing, the last few weeks there has been back-to-back building collapse in Lagos State, especially in the city of Lagos. And this building collapse is not limited to what's only happening in Lagos. It happens around Nigeria, and it happens around Africa and around the world. But you know the rate at which buildings collapse, I don't have the statistics, but I'm sure it's not like this in other places. One of the things we have to grapple with in Nigeria and in Africa is our knack for excellence. Our knack for excellence. When we think about housing, for instance, if we build houses without excellence orientation, we may inadvertently be building coffins that will bury people. You know, and I'm not saying this to indict anybody. I'm just saying my talk is principle-centered. It's not person-specific. But we've seen too many bad jobs and shoddy jobs done around real estate generally. But the new generation of people that I'm seeing here, this new crop of new Nigerians and new Africans, will build homes, develop new cities that will not only be sustainable, but it will be good places and safe places for people to live. That is what I believe, and that is why we are here. And that's why we have to open up our heart to excellence as a way of life. Excellence as a way of life. You know, like I said, the opposite of excellence is mediocrity. And it's not very difficult to notice mediocrity when you see one. When you look at the way people walk, when you look at the way some people live their lives, when you look at the kind of structure that undergirds your life, you will know whether somebody is building for excellence or building for mediocrity. Mediocrity can be defined in different ways. I don't have my slide, but I'm just going to flow. Mediocrity can be defined in different ways. The synonym for mediocrity is ordinary, average, middle of the road, uninspiring, undistinguished, unexceptional, unexciting, unremarkable is another word. When you see anything that is unremarkable, the thing is simply mediocre. You know, plain vanilla, pedestrian, lackluster, forgettable. Those are words that describe the average life. And anyone that wants to build excellence must keep running away from the ordinary. The ordinary. What is happening here today is out of the ordinary. And if you want to build excellence, you must always think about something that is out of the ordinary. Excellence is not your regular stuff. Excellence, we say, is good quality in unusual degree. That's the simplest definition of excellence. Good quality in unusual degree. Whatever you do, you must be able to look at it and say, is this good quality? Is this qualitative? Is there a degree on this when we talk about quality that makes it a little higher than what is obtainable everywhere? That is very important. Many people love to just do ordinary stuff. Something that is undistinguished. Something that is so normal. You can walk past it and you won't even know anything is happening. If we want to build excellence, we must elevate our minds beyond the ordinary, beyond what happens every day. We must think outside of the box and think of possibilities and think of things that have not been done that are still possible. That is how we build excellence in our minds. let me talk about something else that is very important to excellence. In management, we talk about efficiency and effectiveness. And we say that efficiency is doing the right thing, while effectiveness is getting the right job done. But excellence is getting the right job done where? When you are efficient about what you're doing, you are doing the right thing. When you are effective at it, you are doing it where? But excellence is a combination of both. I want to do the right thing, and I want to do the right thing well enough. In any area of life that you may be engaged in, the first question that you need to ask yourself all the time, if you want to build excellence, is to say, why are we doing this? What is the real thing that we're trying to do? Clarity is king if you want to build excellence. Things have to be clear on your mind. We need to be able to answer the question of why. Why? Why? Why are we building homes? Why am I into real estate? Why am I a real estate agent? Why do I sell homes? Why do I build homes? Why am I an architect? Why am I a builder? A lot of the time, the only answer that people have for these questions is, I want to live better. I want to make money. Money must be a driving force, especially in the commercial enterprise. But money cannot be the only reason why I engage with my life. My life is too important than just for it to be driven only by one thing, which is money. There has to be many more things that are driving my life, many more passion that wake me up in the morning outside of money. Because when my only driving force is money, I'm tempted to do whatever it takes to make the money. But when I'm passionate about making people happy, when I'm passionate about living a life of contribution, when I'm passionate about seeing beautiful things or making the society beautiful, then it's going to be beyond money. Even when I'm not going to get paid, there are some things I will do just because I want to see a change. One of the reasons why Africa is the way Africa is that money has become a driver for too many things, including governance and politics. Yeah. Money has become a driver for too many things. That's why our young people are treating life like as if it's a short game. Just want to make money quickly. That's why the Yahoo economy is thriving. That's why the kidnapping economy is thriving. That's why which other economy is it? What do they call it? Yahoo Plus. I understand that one includes the use of juju. Am I right? I said, am I right? Am I getting it right? Because, I'm not that young again, so I'm trying to close the gap. Yeah. So there are all different kinds of economy where people make money from. And it's all about money. But lives are being destroyed. That is not excellent living. We can't build excellence that way. If we want to build excellence, we have to be clear about our driving force. We have to be clear about why we do what we do. And like I said, our driving force cannot just be money. Money is good, money is great, but plus money. Why do I wake up in the morning to go and pursue livelihood? It's because I'm passionate about certain things. It must happen. Though I want to live a good life, but my life should not be driven only by a good life. A life of excellence is a well-rounded life that answers the question, why? Why? I read a book many years ago, a few years ago actually, Simon Sinek. The title is Why? Start with why. Start with why. And this guy analyzed topmost companies like Apple, for instance. Why is Apple different as a company? It's because the founders, especially Steve Jobs, started with the question, why do we want to do what we're doing? What contribution are we going to make to the society? What is going to differentiate us? We want to make devices that will transform lives and make life very easy. The interface and the user interface is going to be so interactive that it's going to be like nothing that people have ever seen before. And that drove them to achieve excellence with the Mac, the iPhone, then the iPad, and all that, and the rest is history today. And many of us today who use their product, we understand that the product is always different. When we look at it, we say this is excellent. What brought the excellence? It is that somebody chose to ask the question, why? Yeah, why? Why are we doing what we're doing? It's extremely important that as we gain knowledge at this conference on Lead for Takeover 2.0 this year, we go with the mind to apply all these things, but asking ourselves the question, why? Why? Is there something more? Another reason why I'm doing what I'm doing beyond just being able to survive. See, people with survival mindset cannot achieve excellence. They just want to get something done. Do it anyhow and get paid and move on. But if you want to build excellence, it's a long game. Yeah. It's a long game. It's a long game, and you have to keep at it. And can I say something? Excellence is not only about money. Like I've said before, but I'm saying it in a different way. When I say excellence is not about money, I'm saying that some people think when I blow, when I break through, I will be excellent. Some people start small businesses and they ask you to see what they're doing. Or maybe for me as a pastor, and who is also, an entrepreneur and somebody who is business oriented, they say, Pastor, come and see what we're doing and pray over it. And my own kind of pastor is different. If you invite me to pray over what you are doing, I'm going to help you to analyze it. And if it's not going to work, I'll tell you. I will change the prayer to God give you the wisdom to do the right thing so that this thing will work. Because miracles are not magic. You understand? They're two different things. Yeah, they're two different things. Some people think miracles work like magic. No. God is a miracle worker. He's not a magician. Notwithstanding the religion that you embrace. God is a miracle worker, not a magician. If you need magic, you don't have to go to any religious house. Just go and meet a magician. Because in any area of life, we will not be excused from hard work and good thinking, which are things that engineer excellence. So when people say, when I become big, when I blow, I'm going to do this better. No, do it better now. That is how you will blow successfully. If you keep doing shoddy stuff, even when you blow, you are a dangerous thing about to happen to everyone. Why do we have skyscraper buildings collapsing? It's that somebody has been doing mediocre work building bungalow. And society is rewarding mediocrity until the person becomes big. And then big something much bigger that can kill many more people. And then all of us start to shout. But if we are steering ourselves to excellence from the beginning and letting people know that excellence is not about having a lot of money. I know I'm looking good, all right? But this is what I want to say. You don't have to be expensive, for instance, to be excellent. Somebody can have 25 designer shirts. if you don't handle them properly, if you don't have a knack for cleanliness and ability to combine them well, you will still look like village people. You get what I'm saying? Thank you for the applause. Yeah. But if you have 3 shirts and 3 trousers, but you have an excellent mindset, you will combine those 3 so excellently, nobody will know that you have a limited size of wardrobe. They will still see you and say you are looking good. Your excellence is intrinsic. It's not based on only what you can afford now. Yeah, it's inside of you. And you are living it out. When money comes, money then empowers you to do more excellent stuff. Are you getting what I'm saying right now? So you don't have to wait to say until I've made a lot of money, then I'll start doing things right. Or I'll start living excellently or doing excellent stuff. This is the time. Somebody help me tell your neighbor, say this is the time to embrace excellence. Yeah, this is the time. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. All right. Let me start to put my talk all together as I start to move towards the end of my talk today. To achieve excellence, you have to start dealing with mediocrity and any mindset that has to do with mediocrity. Now, I know there are many young entrepreneurs here. I tell you for free. Your organization will always reflect your life. If you see a young enterprise that is running anyhow, check the life of the leader, the CEO, the founder. You will see parallels and correlations. So you need to pay attention to yourself. It will reflect on the organization that you are leading. Even if it's a small agency startup or a marketing startup, you sell real estate or you supply real estate materials, or you are a builder and you are a small startup. When you embrace excellence intrinsically inside of you, it has a way that it starts rubbing off on all that you do in your small business. How I wish we have businesses that started with excellence orientation and it has grown with them over time, so that when they become big, they don't have to be struggling for excellence. It's just within them. It just grows with them on how we run our organization. So let me quickly talk about a few things about building excellence personally. One of the things you must pay attention to if you want to build excellence personally is to be a self-leader. A self-leader. A self-leader. I have paid too many price for dealing with people who lack excellence orientation. This is a real estate conference, and I have a bad story to tell. Unfortunately, my first 2 attempts to buy real estate in this city. My first attempt to buy a piece of real estate, I think, was in either 1999 or year 2000. To buy a plot of land somewhere far, around the island here, the Ajah side. This was about 24 years ago or 23 years ago. They sold the property to us, and I was dating my wife then, but I'd casted a vision to her that we are going to own real estate. So I said, this first one, we were still dating, but we put money together to buy it together, since we had promised each other that we were going to marry. So it was a joint money, my girlfriend and I. This was 23 years ago. But to cut a long story short, We bought this piece of real estate, this landed property, I think about 2 or 3 plots. And after a while, after we finished paying, the story was changing every day. Every day. To get the survey was a problem. To say we want to perfect was a problem. At the end of the day, they said what we bought, the Omoniles have sold to somebody else. I will call the surveyor, switch off his phone, and all that. So we technically lost the property. But that did not deter us. I got married to my wife 20 years ago. We set a goal, which I'm going to talk about now. They need to set a goal. We set a goal that within the first 5 years of marriage, we want to buy our own first house. And I'm a man of faith. We were on honeymoon when we set the goal. So if you're getting married soon, I'm just teaching you this for free. I'm a relationship coach, but I'm not here as a relationship coach today. Yeah, I'm here as a public speaker. Yeah, but you can set certain goals even as you're getting married. Within 5 years, our first 5-year goal, buy a home of your own in this city. I was, running a couple of businesses and working as a pastor. At that time, my wife was working in the bank. She was just maybe supervisor or assistant manager or something like that. But we had enough faith that that was going to happen. Now, this is where I'm going. Eventually, this was 2003. In 2007, 4 years later, we saw this estate that was being developed somewhere on the mainland around Bagada. And we decided, my wife's boss told my wife about it and said, look, you're going to be promoted to an assistant manager very soon, and you have access to mortgage. You can get mortgage. Tell pastor to raise some money as well. I know you guys have savings. You can buy your first house, and you get a mortgage from the bank. And that was what happened. It took a lot of effort, but it eventually happened. But dealing with people without excellence orientation will cause you pain. I have my own fair share of pain. We bought this house in Bagada, in an estate. The only thing was that the developer lacked excellence orientation. The developer did not do certain level of due diligence, which is to say, this development, should it be piling? Should it be, raft foundation? Depending on the topography of the place. How many people here understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, because you are all in real estate, you should. So this guy built houses in the estate, maybe about 30-something units, 5-bedroom duplexes. And we celebrated, we called our family members, come and rejoice with us. God has blessed us in Lagos. God answered our prayers. As at the time we already had our 2 kids, so we moved into this house. The only thing was that after like a year, the house started to tilt. And the houses in the estate started to kiss each other. The houses are kissing each other. Yeah. And we all knew that we had entered one chance. So, all of us who bought into this estate, we started to hold meetings, we started to go to court and all. It was a painful, long journey. We had to start rebuilding our houses. I sold my car, added more money to rebuild this house. to now do what they call underpinning, which is now you are sinking piles to support a house that is shifting. That was a very painful experience. I told myself, I will live a life of excellence and I will deal with excellence people so that I can minimize my pain in life. Can I tell you the truth? If you want to minimize your pain in life, choose to live a life of excellence and choose to deal with only excellence-minded people. That's a secret to living free or with minimal pain or no pain at all. I sold that house. I don't like to tell the story, but I'll tell you anyway. I sold that house, I think in 2019, before COVID. We bought the house for 30 million naira. We finished paying the mortgage many years ago, by the way. We sold that house in 2019 for 40 million. When I calculated how much dollar was when we bought in 2007, 2008 at 30 million, and how much dollar was in 2019, I realized that it was a complete loss. It was as if we paid for MBA. We gained knowledge, but we lost money. But we are never the same again. Now I have all kinds of real estate investment, but I deal with excellence-oriented people like Dr. Kennedy Okonkwo. Yeah. All right? So quickly, let's put this all together. If you want to build a life of excellence, an organization that will be excellence-oriented, have personal values and vision. Personal values and vision. And I hope somebody